It's been a couple years since I've done an update of my game room, so I thought I would walk through and show everything in it and show the updates that I've had. Starting over here at the entrance, just like last time, I've got a lot of the trophies that my car has won over the last 15 years at car shows and autocross events. At everything from the East Coast to the West Coast to all the way just around here, close to where I live. Got them up top. Got my RS poster signed by Ken Block with Gymkhana poster signed by him as well that I got signed at SEMA 2012 when I got a chance to go. A table with my SVT, powered by SVT book on top of that. Also here hanging on the wall I have, that is actually the original clutch out of my car that lasted 302,000 miles before I had to replace it. And as you can see, the rivets are looking a little bit worn down right there. That's what finally started to give in on top of the slave cylinder failing out on it. So got 302,000 miles out of that clutch. Continuing on the wall here, I got my Sega collection. This is all the Sonic stuff that I've gotten throughout the years. A lot of games. Most of this stuff did come from Sega. Back in 2009, when I worked at GameStop, I met a representative there and asked for some stuff that I could use during a car show. They got my address and sent me a bunch of this stuff. You can see a bunch of figures here, pop figures, GameCube, PS2 games, and obviously from the age of those games, those are the ones I got from Sega. I did actually have the 10th anniversary Sonic collectible before that. And of course I bought the amiibo. My cat has decided to chew on the corner, it looks like. Down here I got more games, and over here on the right this is actually a copy of Sonic Heroes signed by Yuji Naka, the last game that he worked on with Sega, and it's actually signed underneath the wrapping on it as well, so I think that's a pretty cool feature. On top of that, down here below, that is a Sonic 10th anniversary statue. Only 500 of those were made, and that's one of the cool items that Sega sent to me. And on the bottom down here, just a Sonic pillow. This Sonic on the right hand side here is actually one of the Build-A-Bear Sonics a friend of mine, Jared, made for me, and he had the SVT logo and my build number 401 put on the gloves with Sonic, so I can use that at car shows and whatnot. It was pretty cool of him to do that. Continuing on, I got a poster I got at a Blues Traveler concert a couple years ago, signed by all the members whenever they were playing at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas back in 2017. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to see that concert, but I did get a poster from one of their shows later on. Continuing on, got a poster of Colin McRae. It's actually a drawing made by an artist, beautiful drawing. I got it framed. One of my friends gave that to me. A lot of my gaming and car stuff on top up here. This item over here is actually whenever I worked at GameStop, I got a chance to play Halo 2 before it came out many, many years ago. I kept that little trinket from when I worked there. And I got a Gran Turismo 2 t-shirt here, plus a couple other gaming vehicles and my little collection of minis, and a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of magazines here. A lot of it is stuff dealing with the Ford Focus throughout the years. Either my car is in one of these, or it's just WRC stuff from that time frame, or brochures. A bunch of these over here are old show boards that I used to use for my car. Got all that displayed on here. I'll probably find a way to get some of that displayed nicer in the future, but I'm kind of running out of room in this room. Continuing down, some more of my gaming stuff. All my Xbox 360 and Xbox One games, along with a lot of the stuff inside here, stuff I got whenever I went to SEMA as well. Mass Effect strategy guides and a couple of driving books. All my consoles that are hooked up to my simulator. Of course, I got an Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3. That's an original 60 gig that'll play PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, as well as a PS4 on the right. Unfortunately, my PS4 I had to keep on its side because it won't read discs otherwise. And down here, all my PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games. And a little box I use to store controllers and things in. and then just some miscellaneous books at the bottom. And here is the simulator. A few updates since last time. First of all, I'll show off the hood. Got my RS poster with my signed hood from all the people who helped to restore my car back in 2015 after the accident. So now that it's running again, they all signed this and got it hanging up in here, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Latest update on the simulator is I got a 50-inch TV. It's not HDR or anything, but it is almost the width of the simulator, which makes it quite nice. Got that free from an old coworker who did not use that TV anymore. He upgraded to a newer TV, so he gave me this one. The speakers I have on the side here, I got off of Facebook Marketplace for like $40, and it's hooked up down here at the bottom to a Denon surround sound receiver that I actually got for free off of Facebook Marketplace. Since last time, I did upgrade to Thrustmaster TMX Pro steering wheel with the clutch setup pedals, and I added a dead pedal down there. I have now a TH8A shifter underneath here, so the shifter does work fully with the game. I've modified it to actually use a Focus ST shift knob on top, so it's, you know, close to driving the real car. This works out really well with the seats. The seats are out of a 2005 Focus ST, and of course the dash is out of a 2003 Focus. Center console out of my original car. Emergency brake is in here. It's not hooked up to anything. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get that to work as an emergency brake in the games. I think that's about it on this. Works really well. Play all my games here. We even pull the seats back and watch movies in here. It's kind of like watching a drive-in theater at home. Continuing on, a poster of my car and a new one I got with all the Ford Performance vehicles from a few years ago. Got that at Focus Fest 2018 this year. The check that everybody gave me whenever they repaired my car back in 2015. Old school Focus poster. I've had this thing for a few years now. I had one of the original ones I picked up at a car show back in 2000, and this is one I got from somebody else who had it laminated, and so I have that on the wall. Old school Colin McRae rally poster from when I worked at a GameStop. I don't plan on getting rid of that because I have all of the Colin McRae rally games. I even have one for the N-Gage. Let me see if I can find this here. Oh, that's right. It's in here. I don't think too many people have something like that still. In wrapper, Colin McRae Rally 2005 for the N-Gage. I don't even have the system anymore, but I have the game. Okay, continuing on, more of the posters I have and awards that I have dealing with the Focus. This one here I actually got back in 2014. Special Recognition Award from Dave Dempster, one of the SVT engineers I got at Carlisle back then. That was a really cool award to win. They only gave one award for each of the SVT products that year. Drawing from a couple of the SVTs from many years ago. Won this award for winning my class championship for the year back in 2004 in SCCA Autocross. And then down here next to the window, when I went to SEMA 2012, I got all the drivers to sign the Global Rallycross brochure. Even I have on here, I can't find out which one it is, but I did get Dave Mirra's signature on there. So, and since he's passed away, I'm kind of proud that I was able to get his signature on there as well. But unfortunately, I did not get an individual signed poster like the rest of these here. But definitely cool that I got a chance to see him race before he passed on. And here's the rest of my posters. Got a Ford bucket with glasses that's put on display over here. And on this side, I have my Sonic helmet and Ken Block signed DC Dirt 3 shoe, limited edition shoe, only 500 pairs made. I won this from Codemasters a few years ago and had Ken Block sign it back at SEMA 2012. Helmet's a little dusty, but you can see this is the one I painted to look like Sonic. I use it during autocross. Unfortunately, it's too old. I can't use it anymore. during autocross, but consider I painted it, I figured I'd go ahead and keep it and put it on display. And on the back wall here, Travis Pastrana, when he was driving the Dart in Global Rallycross, had him sign that. Mountain Tune poster. A couple of my Sonics. And down here, autocross trophies that are magnets, plus the article on Denise's Kona that I put on there as well. She's signed for me a few years ago. That leads me to my big wall that I changed mostly. This is all my actual trophies, standing trophies and autocross trophies, as well as my Focus collection. The ones on each side, the tall ones, are when I won Import Face Off, plus other miscellaneous car shows. And a couple of trophies that I either made or had made for my event, Blue Hill Reunion. These are just quite a few of the autocross trophies that I've won throughout the years, first, second places, and a few more. Bottle opener that we had made for Focus Fest 2018 this year. And these two on the side are the old license plates I had on my car. I used to run Sonic Blue, decided to get rid of it when everybody kept calling it Sunsea Blue. So I went on to get the Hedgehog license plate, and then since then I've updated it to a new printed plate as opposed to this stamped plate, which is all crooked, as you can tell. And this is the show board that I use with Sonic, my car, during car shows. Tells the story of the accident and how everybody came together to repair my car for me. Of course, it also has my mod list, as well as my window sticker out of the car, and the certification showing that it is a true SVT. Since I got rid of the big entertainment display, I put standard shelves on the wall to fit all of my Focus models. I've been collecting these since about 1999 and have almost 200 of them. And this is just what they look like. A lot of Hot Wheels and other brands, stuff you can't find anymore. I keep trying to find new ones, but it's, unless I go on eBay and pay a pretty penny, you're not going to be able to find any new ones. These are the surround sound speakers I have for my game system. This one here, whenever oh man, Marco Martin and Francois Duval came in first and second in the 2003 Rally Mexico. 1,100 of these were made. I got the Focus RS from Ford at Focus Fest a couple years ago, and I got this one. I bought it of the Ford GT. Got a small collection of Ford GTs through here. Also got a collection of Fiestas. So it's Focus Fiestas. Got a few Escorts in here. Inside that yellow box is one of the watches that the original owners got back in 2000 when they bought Focus. It is a G-Shock watch. It's actually pretty cool. Still works. Looks a little old, but it still works. I don't wear it too much. I just kind of keep it in there for my Focus collection. And a few more of my Ford GTs along with the Focuses. And down here, even more, a little dusty. And the final shelf, Hot Wheels. I don't have the actual Hot Wheels one with the Hot Wheels logo on the side. I'm still trying to get that one. And these are all the RC cars I have there. So, little update for my game room. And not much more I can really do to it. As you can see, every single inch is totally filled. But it's a lot of fun coming in here, just hanging out and playing racing games and whatnot. And just enjoying what I've been able to collect over the last few years. So, hope you enjoy it. And if I have any new updates, I will definitely post them up so you guys can see. Thanks for watching.